Well, thank you so much, Wesley. More students are heading back to class today, like Bill was just talking about. And while some enjoy reconnecting with their friends and teachers, for many, school can be stressful. Joining us in the studio this morning, this is Charlotte Terrell. She's no stranger to Good Morning Mississippi. We're going to be discussing mental health among students for the first day or the first weeks of school. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so for students, it can be stressful.
Yes.
School, mental health, we've been having a lot of issues with younger people these days. What can parents keep an eye out on?
Just keeping an eye out on temperament, changes in attitude, temperament, attire, like they're starting to dress different, wanting to wear darker clothes, listening to different kinds of music, and maybe just withdrawing altogether. And even just not wanting to go to school, pretending to be sick, those types of things, and just overall just different, sleeping different, different eating patterns. And so just watch out for those things.
So major changes. Is
Yes.
this what you're seeing a lot with your practice?
Yes, absolutely. You know, the kids are just stressed out, or they're depressed, or they're afraid of what might happen. They're remembering last year, I was bullied last year, so I'm afraid this year, or I'm going into the 9th grade, so I'm a big time high school student now. So it's a little different, and they're kind of apprehensive about it.
Well, I can remember, school can be apprehensive and you don't know what you're going to be facing right when you come in the door. So hopefully you want it to be fun and you want everyone to be kind, but that's not always the case.
Exactly.
Now you were telling me there's the 1-year anniversary of the 988 line on the phone. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Formerly 1-800-SUICIDE, I believe it was, but now it's 988, and it's just really easy for students and parents even, if they're in crisis, to call that number. They can get help by trained professionals who are interested in supporting them in whatever crisis they're feeling or experiencing. And students can even text the number and find out, and share what's going on with them and get some help.
And so in a text message, that would be 988, and then you could write whatever text message you want.
And it's confidential, non-judgmental, and they don't have to worry about anybody telling or teasing them. It's just between them and the person.
Wow. And it's so important these days. I mean, we can't stress it enough. We have a lot of stories about mental health, the rise of mental health issues. In your, I guess, profession, what do you think where are we going with all of this? Are more people seeking therapy, or what do you think? More
people are seeking it because they're realizing that, one, let's take the stigma out of mental health. It's about mental wellness. And just like you would take medicine for diabetes or seek help if you had any kind of headaches or something, same premise. Just make sure that you're taking care of your mental health the way you're taking care of your bodies. And helping your children and your students as well. Yes. That's got to be the hardest thing. I know as a parent, it's all, one of my sons, let's see, started school last week, the next one is next week, and it's like, you just never know. You never know what they're going to be doing. But thank you for those tips, though, about looking for changes. And who should somebody call? What should somebody do if they do see any changes in their child? There are a myriad of agencies who allow people to call for outpatient, whether it's a crisis or not. They can call and get some outpatient assistance, and there is also places that they can go for inpatient if it's that intensive. So all over the area, there are places that are welcoming and looking for new people to come and get some help, get some support. Thank you so much, Charlotte, as always, and we hope to see you again here on Good Morning
Absolutely.
Mississippi. Looking forward to it.
All right. Well, we'll have more Good Morning Mississippi coming up right after the break.